My name is Moshe, and I'm going to give you a short explanation about Opsem system, which is an operational efficiency unit for the screener. What we try to achieve with this product is measure the efficiency of the operator. We get an input about his training from Simfox, he works in operation. We try to turn the operation in front of the Excel machine to an experience where we can learn about his abilities. For that purpose, we have developed a device which is connected to the Excel machine but does not interfere with the electronic of the Excel machine. The device consists of a touchscreen monitor, a small computer on the search unit. We have a barcode reader which reads all the trays, and we have a search unit. In the search unit we have a monitor and we have a barcode reader. The concept is, if we move now to modern airport and we follow the history, we find out that all conveyor belts got extended. The input conveyor belt got extended because the passenger learned from the previous passenger what he needs to do by placing his shoes, belts, etc. As he is going to remove his shoes and belts and take his computer, he needs a space to assemble everything back to the bag. That was the prime reason why we extended the conveyor that leading from the machine to the search area. That created a problem when there is no communication between the searcher and between the Excel operator. So here Opsem comes to close the gap and to provide us with an insight into the ability of the operator. So the bag is running, is being read, the bag stops. Tapping on the bag will bring me a menu of anything that can be reported by the screener. So looking at that bag, we have a liquid. So we press on the liquid and we mark it. I see also a sharp object. So I press on the sharp object. Depending on the procedure, there may be signal for electronics, and let's make a mistake by taking this item and call it a gas canister.
Sure.
Now the bag is taken and the searcher grabbed the bag as it was designated for a search and will take the bag to the search area. Identifying the bag by reading the barcode reader will provide me with a bag. The searcher now will search the bag, as I'm doing now, and here I find a liquid, a sharp object, an umbrella, mouse, speaker, some papers, so by physically conducting a search of the bag, I am the most knowledgeable person about the content of the bag. Now if we go to the content, I can see the sharp object which was marked in red, and I verify that. I can see the electronics which basically was represented by a speaker, and I verify that. Here I see a gas canister. There was no gas canister, so I won't verify that. I see the liquids. Now I have a question, are these liquids allowed or not? Liquid at that volume of above 150 grams are not allowed, so they are prohibited. I have identified another electronic item which was not there, so I can provide with an input. And now I will go to the electronic part and mark the other item. What do we do with all this information? This information is very valuable to verify the ability of the screener to detect the threat object and all the rest prohibited items. It will include an input of myself. So let's review the option. The screener have identified threat option, the searcher verified it. So the screener here getting a good point. A screener identify an item, let's say a knife, and there was not knife in the bag, so that was a false alarm. That also being recorded. The screener has identified a threat object, which is a gun, but it was a knife. He gets to score the point. However, there is an issue of training because a knife and a gun look completely different on an X-ray machine. So there is an issue of training. So all this information now is going to a central server and will provide us, will be fed to the OpReady system, and the information from the Opsem, the information from Simfox, the information from TIP, everything will be merging together and provide us with an insight to the ability of the operator to do his job. That's a fundamental tool that's needed in an airport, and through the use of the Opsem system we can really close the gap for detection. Thank you.